Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is International Islamic University, Islamabad Schools, Sahiwal Campus. Science, Grade 6, Lecture number 2, Lesson number 12, Motion and Measurement of Distances. Students, bring your science book, open it, and write date and day properly. Listen to your teacher attentively and mark all the important points said by the teacher on your book. So in this lesson, first we will discuss about the standard units of measurement. To measure something is to find the size, weight, amount or speed of something. So this is basically the measurement of an object in which we can find its size, its weight, amount or the speed of any object or speed of something. So all these type to measure these things is known as measurement. The process of measuring an object is called a measurement, and measurement is basically a scientific method. Measurement is done by comparing large unknown quantity with a smaller known quantity, and this smaller quantity is known as unit. So if we have seen the measurement that is measured, so we have to compare a large unknown quantity, for example, the length of a table, which with some known smaller quantity, for example, the length of a handspan or an arm length. So this smaller quantity that is known to us is called a unit. The measurement of an unknown quantity is always expressed in terms of units of the smaller quantity used for actual measurement. As for example, on the page number 19, you have a pink colored table that shows the quantity measurement and the small measurement, that is by which the measurement is done, and the small quantity is known as unit. For example, length of a football field is equals to 150 footsteps. Length of a dining table is equals to 10 handspans, and the length of a room is equals to 10 arm lengths. The measurement of unknown quantity is always expressed in terms of units. A same unit is used to measure a specific quantity of an object. This unit is called a standard unit. Okay, students, look at page number 120. Here you have the definition of standard units. The length of all the objects of different places. In other words, the same unit must be used to measure the length. So you can mark it from the same unit. The same unit must be used to measure length everywhere. Such a unit is called as standard unit of measurement of the length. So if we know about the measurement, we have to use a smaller known quantity and measure or compare the other object that has a larger length or a larger quantity that is unknown. The first internationally accepted standard of the length was prepared using a bar of a platinum iridium alloy called the standard meter. This standard meter is kept at the International Bureau of the Weights and Measures near Paris at France. So, however, a meter scale is quite big to be comfortable, used to measure small distances of the length. Thus, each meter is divided into 100 each part, and each part is called as centimeter. So, 1 meter should be equal to 100 centimeters. So, basically 1 meter is a standard unit that is equal to 100 centimeters. So each meter is divided into 100 equal parts, and each part is called a centimeter. So the each part that is called a centimeter, so the multiple of 100 can be equal to 1 meter. In the same way, 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeters. If we consider 1 centimeter, it means it contains 10 millimeters, or a centimeter can be divided into 10 millimeters. 1 kilometer is equals to 100 meters. It can be expressed as 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. The second one is International System of Units. So here we'll discuss about the SI units, or the International System of Units that are accepted worldwide to know about the quantity of some objects. The General Conference on Weights and Measurements adopted this system of units in France in 1970 1. So the General Conference on the Weights and the Measurement adopted this system of units in the France in 1971, and this system of unit is called the Lee System International D units, the French of for International System of the Units. So it is basically abbreviated as SI unit. Small s, sorry, capital S and I is used to abbreviate this system of units, that is basically known as International System of Units. SI is a system of 7 internationally accepted standard unit of the measurements. So you can see them on page number 121. Here is a table given below page number 121. The first one is quantity and the second one is SI unit. For example, length have a unit meter that is expressed by the smaller m, mass as kilogram that is expressed as small k and g, mass that is expressed in kilograms, small k and g, time as a second expressed as s, temperature Kelvin, small k, electric current ampere and it is expressed by small a, amount of the substance mole that is expressed as small mol, and the seventh one is luminous in intensity that is candela and it is represented by the small c and d. The third topic is correct measurement of the length. So basically here we'll discuss about the correct measurements, how we can make correct measurements. So there are various standard devices which are used to measure length. For example, a few examples are a ruler in your pencil box, a meter scale used by a cloth merchant to measure the length of a cloth. So there are various standard devices which are used to measure the length of the flat or straight surface. So for the flat or straight surface, examples are ruler, meter scale. To measure the length of a curved surface, a foldable measuring tape is used. For correct measurement, make sure that the zero marking of the ruler or any other measuring instrument that you have used to measure the things must coincide with the one end of the object to be measured. So if you have to take a correct measurement, so you must notice that the zero of the ruler or any other measuring device or any other measuring instrument that you have to use must coincide with the one end of that object. For example, on the page number 22, you can see the correct measurement of a box. So here is a ruler in your pencil box is used. So you must know that the zero of the scale must coincide with the one end of the box and you have to measure it from zero of the ruler scale to the point where the box ends. So this is the basically correct method of measurement, and if you have ruler like tilted in some way, so this will give you incorrect measurement. One can measure the length of an object without using zero marking. For example, if the starting point of the measurement is 5.5 centimeter and the end point is 9.5 centimeter, then the measured length will be 9.5 minus 5.5 is equals to 4 centimeters. So without any zero, you can also measure the exact quantities. However, for correct measurements, not only does this ruler have to be placed properly, the position of eye at the time of taking the measurement must be at the top of the point being measured. So this is the best method to have a correct measurement. If you see from sides or if you see from left or right side, or if the way you are looking at the measuring instrument is incorrect, so your measurement will also be incorrect. So on the page number 123, you have an illustration as a figure 12.6 which shows the correct measurement method and also the incorrect ones. So you have to choose the correct measurement method. And if you are going to measure the length of a curved surface, so to measure curved surface, one have to use a foldable measuring tape as we have discussed earlier. So on the page number 123, you have figure 12.7 that shows the measurement of the circumference of the cylinder. So to measure the circumference, start wrapping up the foldable measuring tape around it. So we have to wrap the foldable measuring tape around the circumference so we can have the exact measurement. It from one point and complete the full circle. So you have to start from one point and complete the full circle. Your starting point A measures 0 centimeter of the tape, and when you come back again to the same point after taking the tape around the cylinder, if the measurement tape reads 50.6 centimeter, then the length of the circumference of the cylinder is 50.6 centimeters. So this basically explains that you have to put your measuring foldable your measuring tape as starting point. For example, let it be a point A. So this your zero of your measuring instrument or the foldable tape must coincide with point A of the circumference of the cylinder, then wrap around the circumference of the cylinder and the end point when you come back again to the point A. So the reading on your foldable measuring foldable measuring tape must be the exact reading or the exact value of circumference of that cylinder, that is 50.6, that is mentioned on the page number 120 and 3. Okay students, this is basically end of the lesson. So you can have a word file attached with the last lesson from this lesson number 12. In the last lecture from this lesson number 12, that is motion and measurement of the distances. So you can have to solve these all the questions that are given in the exercise or the now you know questions which are given on your book. So you have to solve them on your homework notebooks. Okay students, this is end of the lesson. Allah Hafiz.